Well, welcome to United Social Television, guys. It's a late one in the night. I was planning to go to bed like 10 minutes ago, and guess what I found online? I came across a story of Agbenaloha. Remember, he was a striker at Aston Villa, and he came out and said that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the same as a man known as Arsene Wenger and Jose Mourinho. Do you agree? Before I really tell you the reason as to why he said so, you might even wonder why he really came out and said this. Smash a like on this video, comment, like, and share before we go deep into this story. But Agbenaloha, a former player of Aston Villa, has really come out and said that the Manchester United manager, that is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, is the same as a man known as Jose Mourinho and Arsene Wenger. Where has this come from? How has it come to happening? Why has he been really matched to such people in the world? Here is the story in detail. You remember, after United won against a team known as Everton into the Premier League. Remember, United had lost 2 consecutive games, one in the Premier League and the other into the game was lost into the Champions League against Istanbul, and rumors that Ole was going to be sacked were everywhere. And guess what happened? What really happened was that Manchester United went ahead to go ahead and win against a team known as Everton, and United went and got a 3-1 win against Everton at Goodson Park. And in the post-match interview, what did Ole say? Ole never really commented about the game, and he really took hard on the injuries that Manchester United really went and had into that game. And he said that Manchester United was not given enough time to rest to go ahead and play against a team known as Everton. Remember, United played on Wednesday away in Istanbul, and they returned back to Manchester on Thursday morning, and they only rested for Friday, and on Saturday they gave them an early kickoff. So that's the complaint of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and it was all about that. And people really came on and said that it was really something not really to be minded about. And guess who has come out and told Ole that you are like Arsene Wenger and Mourinho way back, because that's what those two managers really used to do when they are playing, and when they were in the lead, and they always really came out and complained. So let me tell you what Ole really said. Ole said, our boys were set up to fail today with the scheduling, said Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, after securing a 3-1 win at Goodson Park. How can you expect players to perform with that 12:30 kickoff? It's an absolute joke. Solskjaer went on to say he's had enough of the allegedly unfair scheduling, prompting pundit Gabriel Agbenaloha to compare him unfavorably with the kind of runs Mourinho and Arsene Wenger used to deliver way back. Yes, they used really to use these runs way back. Remember, as the Premier League, remember when Mourinho came in, it really was given a different direction. By that time, Premier League competition was between 2 clubs, that is Manchester United and Arsenal. And guess what? When Mourinho came in, the competition really shifted to Manchester United, Chelsea, and Arsenal. So these are the words that really Mourinho really always said, that the scheduling of the games is really unfavorable for them. So Agbenaloha went on to say that Solskjaer shouldn't be the same as the Mourinhos. And Solskjaer also said he has had enough of the allegedly unfair scheduling. Yes, that's what he said. And the former Aston Villa striker told Solskjaer to get on with it and rotate his side to deal with the hectic schedule. Agbenaloha told TalkSport that he's starting to sound a bit like old school Jose Mourinho and Arsene Wenger, who used to mourn about every little thing. Yes, they really used to mourn about, and I remember sometimes even Sir Alex Ferguson really came out and said this, that really Manchester United really be given fixtures. And they say that most of the times that United really went ahead to win the Premier League, this was a schedule made by the Premier League really to see to it that United really wins, because their fixtures were very favorable, and the last 10 fixtures of Manchester United always really never had games in them. But I really doubt, but sometimes we really had, and other times we never really had, because a team that really goes ahead to win its last 10 Premier League games, provided it's the top 4, if at all someone leading the table really messes out, that team can really go and take the trophy. Now, this was well evident the previous season when Manchester United came and won close to its last 10 games. On its last 10 games, United won, were they 8? United won 8 games and drew 2 games. So that's how it finished as third in the Premier League, and they qualified for the Champions League. So this is very evident. If at all a team really comes out and wins its last 10 games of the season, that is a sure deal that it can really be a trophy contender. And if at all your 10 league games are really hard, you might find it hard to take the trophy if at all the person who's really behind you has some games. So Agbenelo went on and said, you've won the game, yes, you got a couple of injuries, but get on with it. You've got 2 weeks for the international break off where you can get certain players some sort of rest, but just get out with it. You chose to be in the Champions League. Don't mourn that you have got to play in the Champions League in Turkey now. I just get on with it. You've got a big squad. That's why you get to register 25 players for the Premier League. So to you. So that's what Agbenelo came out and advised Solskjaer, that please don't be a crybaby. Don't really be a crybaby, that you are not being fair, because you are given a space of 25 players to be registered into the Premier League. Then that gives you the mandate really not to complain, and you have to do the interchanging of your players and rest them and then bring back others. So I saw what really Solskjaer really said had really a gist in it. But when you look at Agbenelo, he's really trying to him that if you are a big team like Manchester United, you shouldn't complain, because it's you who made the choice to play in the Champions League. And remember, the previous season, Manchester United was playing in the UEFA Europa League. But what happened? We even played up to the semi-finals and we finished that. So, and that made up, remember, United was playing on Thursdays. And remember, sometimes we played on Thursdays and later played on Saturdays. So he told him that don't really complain, feel the heat. That's the heat for you. That's all what it takes to be a manager into the Premier League, because there are very many games. And if I told you in the Champions League, you have to dance to the music and you have to face it rough. So that's it, guys. That's the story. I saw like I had really to come out and give it to you, because I saw it making good rounds all over social media, and I thought you guys really needed to get such a story here on United Social Television from a man known as Agbenelo, replying to Solskjaer, who was complaining about his players not given enough resting time. Solskjaer demanded for close to 28 hours, but they're not even given 24 hours to rest. But he told him that you've won the game and you're complaining now. What happened? What would have happened if at all you had lost? That means Ole had really prepared his speech into this game before he came in. Even when he won, he never changed nothing into his post-match interview. So that's the story that I had for you. You have the right to go in the comment section and tell me what you think about this story of Manchester United, his manager being put to the place where he is well deserved by Agbenelo. I remember he's a former Premier League player playing for Aston Villa. He really netted in a lot of goals. And when Manchester United needed him to play for them, he really said, I'm going to stay at Aston Villa. So that's Agbenelo, how you putting Solskjaer to the sword, telling him you have to dance the music, you have a big squad. That's why you have 25 players. So try to do some interchanges and really do a big rotation for your players. You've got the injuries, but you really have a very big squad, and that squad should help you throughout the season. That's what Agbenelo came out and told Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You have the right in the comment section and tell me what you think about this. So I'm Rokan and I'm out for now. That has been my last story of the day, and I'm out, but People have said that Ole is like Jose and Wenger when it comes to complaining about schedules of their games. That is the story. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And after subscribing, endeavor to hit the notification bell that will enable you to get notifications about the stories that we do on a daily here on United Social Television. I'm Rokan for United Social Television, and I'm out. See you later.